So the order's been made in court. What now for your child? You need to bed that order in, but you need to do it by instilling that there is predictability around the calendar, that they know, the children know exactly what's happening. They know what the routine is going to become. They know that every other Friday they're possibly going to the other parent, or on every Wednesday, instead of being collected from school by you, they're being collected from school by the other parent. They need to know that. The other thing they need to know is that both homes, because they now have two homes, they need to know that those two homes have similarity. There is difference in parenting styles, there always will be, but there has to be some similarity in those two homes. And so the routines that prevail in those two homes have to be similar. And unfortunately, that is going to require you to talk to the other parent and co-parent, because you don't want a situation where children are in one home where there's a routine that says at 7 o'clock this happens and the dinner gets served at 6 o'clock, etc. And in the other home, none of that happens because we do takeaways at 9. That doesn't help them. That gives them an inconsistency that disrupts them. You may think that they're ecstatic with the principle of having a takeaway at 9, but it's not. It's the disruption that they do not need. And finally, the last thing you need to do as two parents, regardless of where you are in your journey of acrimony, as two parents, you need to both understand that these children need the opportunity to debrief. They need the opportunity to talk in those spaces that you've now created and share with you their view, their opinions and their feelings. And some of their feelings and views are going to be about the other parent. Do not shut them down and say, I'm not interested in talking about mum, I'm not interested in talking about dad. That is wholly unhealthy, and that will lead to your children having psychological problems in the years ahead as they run through teenagers and they head into adulthood. We've created, as parents, we've created this situation that these children are in. They didn't ask for it. They didn't ask to arrive on this earth in the first place. They certainly didn't ask to be in the middle of this battlefield. At the very least, we, as responsible human beings, create some sort of oasis in the middle of this battlefield where these children can feel safe.